Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are going to start with a rapid-fire look at the standardized systems all around us, before we journey deep into the hidden structural networks inside your very own body. I am genuinely thrilled to take you through this material because, well, by the end of our time together, you're going to look at your physical body and, honestly, any pain or tension you might be feeling in a completely different way. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's kick things off with a super quick trivia round just to get warmed up. We live in a world that is totally governed by shared systems, rules, and vernacular. First up, what exactly is that viral sigma sound that's completely taking over the internet? You've probably heard it. It's basically a digital meme used to express confusion or to mock so-called alpha behavior. It's become this highly standardized way for millions of people to instantly communicate a very specific, ironic reaction across all sorts of digital platforms. Right. Next up in our digital standards, if someone messages you IYLM, what are they actually trying to say? Yep, they're using an incredibly efficient digital shorthand to say, I love you more. It's a simple, standardized four-letter acronym that instantly intensifies an emotional connection. It saves keystrokes while totally maximizing the meaning. Okay, time for some rapid math to look at scientific standards. Quick, how do you convert 165 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit? Imagine you're stuck in the middle of a recipe and need to know right now. Well, you just multiply by 9/5, add 32, and boom, you hit exactly 329 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a globally standardized mathematical conversion. It's literally what allows a baker in Paris to perfectly communicate oven temperatures to a chef cooking in New York. Speaking of global standards, have you ever stopped to wonder why pretty much every shower curtain you buy fits your tub perfectly without you ever having to pull out a tape measure? It's because they are manufactured to an exact 72 by 72 inch standard. This physical standard takes all the guesswork out of bathroom design, allowing rods, liners, and curtains from completely different manufacturers to work together seamlessly. Now, zooming way out from your bathroom to the global economy, what in the world is a Connex box? It is the ultimate global standard, a reusable steel shipping container. This single, uniformly sized box connects ships, trains, and trucks around the world into one highly efficient supply chain. It revolutionized global trade simply by standardizing the way things connect. So, you might be wondering, why did we just talk about shipping containers and shower curtains? Well, it's because these external, standardized systems that keep our world perfectly organized beautifully mirror the hidden internal systems keeping your body upright. Just as those containers form a global web, your body relies on internal tissue webs to seamlessly connect your anatomy. To bridge the gap from the external logistics of the world to your internal anatomy, let's quickly look at medical air. This is a highly processed, standard, contaminant-free gas used in clinical settings. Taking a breath of this, we are crossing over entirely into the internal reality of your body. Part 1, the fascial web explained. So if shipping containers form the world's supply chains, what forms the structural chains inside your body? This brings us to Thomas Meyer's brilliant concept of myofascial meridians. He proposes that your muscles absolutely do not act alone. Instead, they're linked in a continuous body-wide web of connective tissue called fascia. Think of them like train lines running continuously from your toes all the way up to your head, transmitting force and tension across your entire skeletal system. It's like a giant biological puzzle. Part 2, anatomy trains the evidence. Now, the theory sounds beautiful, but is it medically accurate? We are going to impartially review the hard data from a rigorous 2016 systematic review in the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. Okay, let's dive right into this data. Researchers actually examined cadaver studies to see if these connections physically exist. What they found is fascinating. Some lines are absolutely real, while others lack structural proof. For instance, the dissection shows strong, undeniable evidence for the superficial back line and the back functional line. However, there is absolutely zero evidence to support the structural existence of the superficial front line. The proposed links just don't physically connect. So while the full body web definitely exists, the actual pathways are highly specific. Part 3, training your hidden network. So, knowing that these specific fascial chains are structurally real, how do we actually train them to enhance performance and eliminate pain?
The crucial point here, as pointed out by the Institute of Motion, is that your fascia acts like a massive, continuous shock absorber. Think of a parkour athlete jumping off a wall. The internal force of their muscles and the external force of the ground are instantly dispersed throughout the entire fascial web to protect their joints. Furthermore, under Davis's law, this fascia will actually remodel, heal, and thicken along the exact lines of stress you subject it to. It's highly adaptable.
But here's where it gets wild. Fascia isn't just mechanical. It's deeply influenced by your mood. Quoting from the book The Endless Web, fascia literally stores emotional trauma and chronic stress within your physical tissues. If you've been carrying chronic anxiety, your fascial web physically tightens and stiffens, which literally alters your posture and your movement. Furthermore, this incredible tissue operates completely independently of your conscious brain. Your fascia is always under passive tension, a concept called tensegrity, which is what holds you upright against gravity. Remarkably, it contains 10 times more sensory proprioceptors than muscle tissue. This means your fascial web reacts to your environment, stabilizes your posture, and makes micro-adjustments way faster than your central nervous system can even process. So how does this translate into practical healing? Well, because of these continuous fascial connections, chronic pain might not actually originate where you're feeling it. Plantar fasciitis in your foot or a nagging ache in your lower back might actually be solved by releasing tension way up in your hamstrings or calves, because they all sit on that same superficial backline. Tugging on one end pulls the entire network tight. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this pivotal question. If your physical pain is deeply connected to a whole body web of fascia, a web that reacts to mechanical force, stores emotional stress, and transmits tension all the way from your toes to your head, isn't it finally time to stop treating isolated symptoms and start healing the entire system? Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer. I really hope this deep dive into the hidden networks of your body has sparked your curiosity and given you a totally new perspective on how everything connects. Please like, share, and subscribe to support the work, and be sure to visit Dr. Gangavar Physiotherapy and Rehabilitation Center to unblock your fascial meridians and unlock your body's true potential. Until next time, keep learning, keep moving, and stay curious.